sales I have generated using the strategy I'm going to walk through with you today. So today I want to walk through 8 different ways to turn clicks into customers. We're going to talk about lead magnets and how you can actually design a lead magnet and launch it in 8 different steps. That's 8, not 7. In 8 different steps to actually attract your ideal customer that you can then convert into sales. Look, this is a hyper effective strategy to scale your business. Once you understand this, then you are able to go run ads on Google, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, anywhere you want to be able to get people into a funnel that you can then use to be able to get you or your sales team to call them and convert a lot of different leads. Like I said, over $100 million in sales I've generated using this exact strategy. And I'm going to map out the 8 steps for you to do the same thing. So if you're looking to grow your business, if you're looking to scale your business, if you want to grow it into multiple 7 or 8 figures, as I have done in multiple businesses using this exact same strategy, well, you're going to love this training because this training maps out the 8 steps you need to know to be able to do this. So let's start with the beginning. What the heck is a lead magnet? So a lead magnet is a way of attracting your ideal customer. It's basically an exchange. So think of it like this. If you open a bank account today, you can't just go take money out without making a deposit first, right? You have to have deposits in that account before you can make a withdrawal. But so many people are out there trying to do business, withdrawing things from customers without actually depositing any goodwill. And that's really what lead magnets are. Lead magnets are a way of you depositing goodwill so you can make a withdrawal, asking for a sale. If you do this properly, what you're doing is you're basically exchanging something of value that your prospect would like to have in exchange for giving you their contact information where you can get in touch and you can actually make a sale. So what we're talking about today is exactly how to do that. The 8 steps to be able to design a lead magnet that actually attracts your ideal customer that you are then able to actually come in and use that to actually be able to go out and convert those leads into sales to actually make money. Okay, so lead magnets. Lead magnets, again, really has to do with the asset that you're putting out in the world, that the avatar, that your ideal customer is going to want to give you their phone number, their email, their name in exchange to being able to get that thing. So in order to do that, the first of these 8 steps is you really have to identify who is your target audience. And by the way, Mike South from St. Louis is in the house. Thank you very much for coming in. Mike, we are talking about how I've used this strategy to make over $100 million in sales. And we're going to help you go through the 8 steps to actually create the perfect lead magnet. Okay, so number 1 is you have to understand who your target audience is. If you're going to design something that attracts them to you, then you have to really have an idea of who they are. What are their interests? What are their wants? What are their needs? And most importantly, like what problems are they trying to solve? So typically the lead magnet is designed to help you solve a problem they have. Well, you can only do that if you know what problems they have to solve. So here, I'll throw something up on the screen and you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. If you go to take a look at our landing page right here by scanning the QR code or by going to creditsuite.com/EIN, then you'll get an idea of how to do this. So in this case, what we're doing is going to a business owner, that is our avatar, that is interested in getting money for their business or building business credit for their business. And as a result of that, we basically know the problem they're looking to solve. They want business credit. And so what we're doing is creating a lead magnet that says to them, hey, if you want to build business credit, here's a step-by-step process to be able to do so. And again, we can only do this by identifying our avatar. We know they're business owners. So our entire landing page speaks to the fact that they are a business owner. We understand that they're looking to build business credit. So what we're promoting in the headline and the subheadline, even all the way through to the bullets and the bonuses, the bullets which talk about the benefits of the guide, all speak to that avatar. We have to know who the person is to be able to speak to them, to be able to promote the lead magnet, because the lead magnet says, hey, do you have this problem? This thing will help you solve this problem these ways. We only know that if you really understand who your avatar is. So that's step number 1. You have to understand who your target audience is. You have to know their needs. You have to know the problems you're looking to solve. You have to have an idea of who they are to speak directly to them. The better you do this, the less money you're going to spend on ads to get that lead into your funnel. Number 2, you have to define your value proposition. You have to clearly articulate the unique benefits that the magnet offers. So if you look at our landing page at creditsuite.com/EIN, I might even pull that up for you right now. Let me see if I can share. I'm on one screen today, not two. So if you look at this and we take a look, let's see if we can share the screen here really quick. Okay, Windows. Okay, we're going to go ahead and show. Oh, we can do a window. Okay, perfect. So if you look at this lead magnet, for example, it does all of different things, right? First of all, we're speaking directly to who we actually know wants the guide. And we're saying, hey, look, you want to get business credit to grow your business even when you think you can't qualify. So this lead magnet is speaking to somebody that thinks that they cannot qualify for financing and how they can actually successfully still get business credit, right? Now, if we come down here, we're also seeing these bonuses that are these benefits that speak to directly what their problem are, right? So we're articulating exactly what the problem is that they're looking to solve. Hey, why your personal credit doesn't matter. They're concerned that they have credit issues. So we're talking about how they can successfully build business credit even with those issues. We're talking about making their business fundable to lenders so they can attract more capital, right? How they can actually get the credit they need to actually grow the business, how they can obtain it quickly. We can only speak to this because we understand what their needs are, and then we're clearly articulating the benefits of the lead magnet to them to say, hey, look, if you have this problem, this thing will help you actually come in and actually solve this problem, right? So this is what we're talking about when we say, first of all, you have to speak to who your avatar is. And secondly, you need to clearly articulate what the benefits of this is to them, why they should want it. So if you look, most of our landing pages, and by the way, we have like an insane conversion rate, like 65% conversion rate on our actual landing pages because we understand this formula. And by the way, Roland, thank you very much for coming in from Houston, Texas. And if you're just coming in, give me a shout out and say hi. And MacGyver saying, hey, off topic, but can I start a wedding development LLC that rents travel trailers like, okay, real quick to see answer this question, like a multi-function business? Ty, I've learned a lot from you. Yes, you absolutely can. A wedding development LLC that rents, you can, but if you have a wedding development LLC, you just want to make sure that you probably have one umbrella company, and then under it, you want to have any DBAs that you're actually doing. So in this case, if you're talking about a wedding development company and renting trailers, might be two separate things. If they are definitely two separate things, you might want to put each one of those into a DBA. And MacGyver says, hey, was fired from a family biz for political differences. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're able to get through that. I'll get through and see the other side. So number one, top way to turn clicks into customers is we've got to understand the target audience so we can speak directly to them. Next, we have to define the value proposition. What are we doing here? We're teaching them how to legitimately get business credit and to grow even when they think they can't qualify. We're talking about how to get high limit business credit cards and financing, even vehicle financing that's just linked to their EIN. This is a clearly defined value proposition, and this is exactly what you want to do to attract the right avatar. Now, number three is you have to choose the right lead magnet. So you can see in this case, we are giving them access to a free guide, right? Here's a picture of the guide. We call this a hero shot of the guide, but it doesn't have to be a guide. It can be guides. It can be ebooks. It can be white papers. It can be checklists. It can even be toolkits. So we have toolkits that combine 3, 4, 5, 6 different resources into one toolkit that they're able to get. The only way you know what works is to test. But start with something simple like a free ebook or a guide. These are the easiest ways in to create a lead magnet that actually attracts your ideal avatar, right? And if you don't know, go to ChatGPT. You can say, hey, I'm in this industry, and what I'd like to do is attract the perfect lead magnet for this potential customer. What should I do? Get some ideas from ChatGPT if you don't actually have any ideas on your own. But again, what type of lead magnet you should choose? Usually just start with an ebook, start with a guide. These are still really popular and way simpler than creating other kind of lead magnets like toolkits. Like right now, one of the best lead magnets we have is at fundabilityscan.com. So this is a scan that actually talks about, hey, what it takes to get funding. So you can see in 60 seconds, know how a lender sees your business and the red flags to fix before you apply. This is one of the most popular lead magnets that we currently have. And again, this is an interesting and different perspective than what we usually see. We're actually doing a full-blown scan of their business to talk about the aspects of their business that make them fundable. So it doesn't matter what kind of lead magnet you start with, but you want to start with something, typically a guide, and keep in mind that white papers, checklists, guides, ebooks, toolkits, even things like software, technology, GPTs, all of these things can be used as lead magnets, but usually a guide is one of the simplest ways for you to actually get started. Now, the next step is you want to create compelling content. This guide needs to have very, very compelling content. Now, I'll tell you, it used to be that all of this content was created by me or by our team. Nowadays, ChatGPT can do this for you really easily. So if you go in and say, hey, I want to create an ebook on building business credit, it's not going to generate the whole ebook for you usually in one session. You're going to have to do it into sections. Say, hey, please write a section that explains what business credit is and how it works. Here, I'll actually show you how this whole thing works. Let's do it right now together. Okay. So if I'm going to start this guide today from scratch, I'm going to say, hey, I am creating an ebook on building business credit, right? Please write the first section that talks about what business credit is. Okay. And again, you're going to have to do this section by section because a lot of these GPTs are not going to write an entire ebook or an entire book out for you, right? But you're able to do it based on sections. So the first section of my ebook is what is business credit? And you can see that it's going to create this whole section for me. And then I'm going to basically go in and say, here's the next section. Here's the next section. So it's a good idea just to create an outline. You don't even have to write the content nowadays. You could literally just create an outline and say, okay, the first thing I want to talk about is what business credit is. The second thing I'm going to talk about is what the benefits of business credit are. The third thing I'm going to talk about is what you can do with business credit, right? Then the fourth thing I'm going to do is talk about the first step of building business credit. So you want to create an outline of what you actually want that guide to be able to say. Then each one of those sections, you're able to come in here. So you can see, we just got done. What is business credit? Okay. Now I'm going to say, all right, perfect. Well, create another section that talks about the benefits of building business credit. Whoa, I'm not doing very good today on typing business credit. Okay, so now you can see that now I've already created the first section and now I'm having to create the next section, right? So again, this is compelling content, but it only works if you, hopefully that will work. What's ChatGPT? Maybe it's going to populate here, but it's only going to work if you actually have an outline put together. So have an outline of what content you want to actually show in the actual guide. Then you're able, I don't know what's going on here. My GPT is all messed up. And this is what happens when you do this stuff live, right? So here's business credit and it didn't take that other one. So I'm going to say, please write the next section on the benefits of building business credit. Okay, and now again, I'm going to do that one more time because when you're live, you have all kinds of tech issues. So let's see if it's going to do that. And then it should. I don't even know what's going on with my GPT. Don't mind me today. This is a horrible example because my GPT is not doing. Okay, so what is business credit? Now we go, why is business credit important? So now it's giving me the difference of personal business credit, who needs business credit. So it's still kind of working through this. So again, the idea here is that we're basically choosing the right type of lead magnet, which we've done. And now we're coming in and we're basically using a GPT like ChatGPT to actually write compelling content. We've created an outline of what we want to cover, and then we're typing it in section by section into chat to actually come in. So here we go. Benefits of building business credit. It's now creating for me, right? So now when I have that done, then I'm going to say, okay, well, the next section on my outline is that I want to know what you can do with business credit. Then I'm going to type it in. And when I'm all done with this, I'm basically section by section going to have had the GPT create the actual content for me. Now, again, none of our content was done this way. Okay. We wrote this way before AI was even out there, but our newer content, we're using a strategy like this to use AI to be able to do it. Now that brings me to step number 4. To recap, number 1, we understand our target audience. We have to, if we're going to put together a landing page like this, then we have to understand who we're speaking to, right? Because the better we can articulate who we're speaking to, the cheaper lead we're going to get. 2, we have to define our value proposition. Here it is. How to legitimately get business credit, even when you think you can't qualify. How to access high limit accounts, vehicle financing with only your EIN. Like, this is the value proposition of what you're going to get. Now we chose the right lead magnet. In this case, we chose a guide. It's simple. We could have chose guides. We could have chose white papers and checklists and toolkits, but we chose a guide. And that brings me to number 4. We're going to create compelling content, right? And that's where we're going to use something like ChatGPT to come in section by section after we create an outline and write the actual content for us. And that brings me to number 5. We need to have a designer actually come in and design this. We want a 3D image and we want the PDF to be good with images inserted. This is really easy to get done. You can usually hire somebody on a place like Fiverr right here, Fiverr. Okay, or you can hire somebody on a place like Upwork. And all you'd have to do here is type in graphics. You might even be able to type in ebook and see if that would pull up somebody. I don't know if it's going to pull up something for us or not, but you can see graphic design, anything here, illustrations, ebooks. So you can see I'll design a Canva, ebooks, lead magnets. It's very cheap to do. Now, personally, I use Upwork, and I have a contractor, a graphics guy that's worked for me for 15 years that I hired on Upwork to do it all for me. But whether you're using Fiverr or whether you're using Upwork, it's very easy to find somebody that can design a good cover image for you and the PDF. And all you're going to have to do is basically give them the content, which we've now used AI to create. And then they're going to be able to come in and create a really, really, really visually appealing graphic design front cover and the actual PDF itself. Okay, and this is what we're going to want to show on the landing page because this is what's called a hero shot of the guide. A lot of people are visual. They want to see what they're going to get. So if we look at this lead magnet on this landing page, and by the way, if you want to follow along, all you have to do is go to creditsuite.com/EIN and you're seeing this exact page. Now you're able to see that we have a really visually appealing ebook, and this is what they're going to be logging or they're going to be opting in to get. Okay, and that brings me to step number 6. We have to create a strong call to action. So what I mean by that is that 2 things. First of all, the ebook itself should have a call to action of what you want them to do. In our case, it's schedule a consultation. It's, hey, if you want tips and tactics to build your business credit, if you want us to pull and review your Dun & Bradstreet credit report, we'll do all of that for you. Just give us a call or go here to schedule your consultation. So the ebook itself is going to have its own call to action that's going to get them to take an action like scheduling a consultation. But the landing page you create needs to have a call to action too. In this case, it's download your free guide, right? This is the actual call to action. And then it brings up a form with our TCPA proper opt-in language down here to keep us protected. So we want to have an actual call to action, which in this case is download the guide. And in the guide itself, we want to have a strong call to action. In this case, the call to action is to schedule an actual assessment with us, right? We want them to see that this ebook is phenomenal and that if we're going to give them this information for free, imagine what it's like to actually work with us. And then from there, we are able to then get them into a consultation where we can talk more about the topic they basically opted in to get, which in this case is business credit. And that brings me to number 7 on our list, which is promote your lead magnet strategically. Well, here's a way to do it. I'm going to show you right now. I already have, right? So if we come here and we look at this business credit guide that I just threw up on the screen, this is an example of how to promote that lead magnet. So we do things all the time. Our blog post will promote a lead magnet. Our live streams here are promoting this lead magnet, as you can see. We'll go and I'll do a video on YouTube. If you see my videos on YouTube at the end, I'll say, hey, if you want to get my book on 27 killer ways to get financing for your business, go to this link, right? So my videos end with a call to action to guide them to the lead magnet. Our blogs have the call to action. Here, I'll show you right now. If we go to our main website, creditsuite.com, okay? Let's go to creditsuite.com. If we go here and we go to look at resources, we're going to go to blog. If we go to our blogs and open up any one of our blogs, then you're able to see that all of them have a call to action, right? Right here. Sometimes it's an assessment. Sometimes it's a lead magnet, but you can see that all of our blogs have these call to actions promoting something, promoting a lead magnet of some sort. In this case, we're promoting an assessment. So you want to promote this lead magnet everywhere you go on your live streams. You want to have QR codes like I just threw up for as an example for you. On the end of your videos on YouTube or TikTok, you want to be able to push them in a lot of cases to that lead magnet as well. Every one of my shorts on TikTok doesn't end with me promoting a lead magnet, but some of them do, right? Some of them just say, hey, like and follow for more. And others say, hey, if you want more information on this, go to this lead magnet. So again, anytime you can, you want to promote this lead magnet and put it out into the world. This is what gets people ultimately into your sales funnel. And that brings me to number 8. You need to test, you need to optimize. Once you have all this put together, you're going to basically put together the content you need here for the landing page. And again, ChatGPT can help you with that. Or we're even using the GPT to create the content of the lead magnet and even the content for the landing page. And then you can easily have somebody on Fiverr and Upwork create a page that looks just like this for you to give away that lead magnet and to put them right into your sales funnel. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to test and we're going to optimize. So we're going to basically create another page and we're going to change some wording here in this headline and we're going to see which headline performs better. And whichever one performs better, we're going to go with that one, right? We're going to test some benefits here. We're going to test another page with different benefits. Whichever one has the highest opt-in, we're going to refine it. This is essential. We have a 65% opt-in, which means nearly 7 out of 10 people that go to our landing page give us their information because we've tested and refined this over the course of a decade. You want to be doing the same thing as well. You want to be testing this. You want to be making sure what actually works into the world so you're truly attracting somebody or you truly have a landing page that gives you the absolute best performance overall. So all of that being said, let's recap these 8 things that you need to know, right? Number 1 is you need to make sure that you are understanding your avatar. You have to know who you're speaking to because the better your ad and your landing page speaks to that avatar, the lower your lead cost is going to be. Number 2, you have to define your value proposition. You have to make sure that whatever you're going to offer them is something they want, right? And this is a good way to know this is by looking up questions online that people are asking. Places like Answer the Public or Keyword Tool Research can help you with this. Go into YouTube and type in the first part of how to build business credit and then put how to build business cred and then see all the topics that people are searching for. Get a good understanding of your audience to basically know what problem they're looking to define or they're solve. Number 2, you have to define that value proposition. We've got to come in and we've got to make sure we're speaking to them. Hey, what you want is to build business credit. Well, this guy gives you the step-by-step on how to do it, regardless of personal credit quality, regardless of revenue, regardless of collateral. Now we're speaking to that avatar with a good value proposition. You get the step-by-step guide that teaches you everything you need to know. All you have to do is grab it right here by giving your first name, your email, and your phone number. Number 3, you need to choose the right kind of lead magnet. There's a lot of them out there we can choose, but guides make the most sense. They're easy to come up with, and it doesn't take a lot of work or time to be able to do. But we don't want to forget about toolkits. We don't want to forget about, other types of things, quizzes and anything else that we can use to be able to use as a lead magnet, including white papers, checklists, free reports, ebooks, guides. We're able to use toolkits. We're also able to come in and use some kind of software potentially can work as well. But again, ebooks are the easiest to start with. Number 4, we want to create compelling content. Again, we just want to use ChatGPT for this. It's super simple. We want to outline what the content is that we want in the guide, and then we want to go to GPT and have it write each section of that. We already did 2 examples. Hey, what is business credit? Then we came back to it and we said, hey, what are the benefits of building business credit? Look at all of this that I already wrote just by creating an outline and then typing section by section into GPT and letting it create that for us. Number 5, we want to design for impact, right? I don't know why I'm not sharing anymore, so I'll actually go back to share because I'm talking about what I'm sharing, but I'm not actually sharing here. So let's go back. So the next thing we want to do is we want to create something that looks really good, that's visually appealing. And again, we can go to Fiverr for this. We can easily find a project on Fiverr by typing in graphics or ebook. And we see here that somebody's coming in and helping us create the cover for the ebook and actually can do the entire content of the PDF ebook for you as well. You can also go to Upwork to be able to hire somebody to do this. Next, we want to make sure that we're creating a strong call to action. The ebook should have a strong call to action in it, like schedule an assessment or call with us, but we also want to have a call to action on this landing page we're going to create to promote the ebook, and that's all about whatever it is you're getting them to do. In this case, it's downloading that guide. Number 7, we're promoting the lead magnet. We're already doing it right here. You see on the screen, I have a QR code that is promoting the actual lead magnet. Okay, I do it at the end of my videos. I do it oftentimes at the end of my shorts too. I'm promoting that lead magnet. When we put social media posts on there, we'll do it there. We'll do it on LinkedIn. Anytime we get a chance, we're saying, hey, if you want to build business credit, grab this lead magnet, grab this thing that teaches you how to do it, our step-by-step business credit building guide, our business credit building checklist, our business credit building toolkit. whatever it is, we want to promote this anytime we can. Right now, in this example, you can see I'm promoting it with a QR code right on the screen. And number 8, we want to test, we want to analyze, we want to optimize. We want to test our headline. We want to do 2 versions of a landing page. And again, if you don't know how to do this, look at profitlifter.com. Okay, profitlifter.com gives you everything that you would need to actually be able to do this for you. Okay, so if we go right here, and I don't know what just happened there. Is not what I wanted to happen. But if we go to profitlifter.com, let me see here, Profit Lifter. Oh, there it was, Profit Lifter. Then Profit Lifter can actually do a lot of this for you. Okay, they can create the landing pages. The landing pages are already created for you. The automation that you're going to have the person go into after your funnel is created, they can create a lot of that for you as well. So this is super simple. It's like starts at like free demo. It's like $97 a month to start. And all of this, including the CRM, the landing pages, all of this stuff you're easily able to get. Or again, you can go to Upwork or Fiverr and hire somebody there to easily be able to do this for you. But again, the key is that we want to test, we want to optimize, we want to do a beta side-by-side test to make sure that every part of this we're refining. We're coming in and creating a headline and doing another page with a different headline to see which performs better, and then moving forward with the one that does. We're creating the text that's in the actual button that gets them to actually download the guide, and we're figuring out whatever works, and we're moving forward with that. So we're just testing, we're optimizing, we're refining to really come up with something that gives us the absolute best result. And there you have it. That is the 8 different steps in actually attracting from clicks to customers to create a lead magnet that brings in somebody that really wants to get your thing. This is the same strategy I've used to build multiple 7- and 8-figure businesses, made well over $100 million in sales following these 8 steps. And if you follow them too, I feel confident that you're going to get a lot of similar success, hopefully, if you stick with it. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to go ahead and answer any questions that you have here, because there are some that I didn't see. And let me make sure. I think I got a couple of them. And Roland says, hey, I'm considering starting a credit repair business and possibly a business funding business. I'm still doing my due diligence on both. Thanks for the information. Glad I found your channel. That is awesome. And what you want to do is you want to go, Roland, if you're looking to start a credit repair business, here's what you want to do. Go to creditrepairjunkies.com. Okay, go to creditrepairjunkies.com. That is the #1 how to launch a credit repair business training that you're ever going to find. It's at creditrepairjunkies.com. So if you want to launch a credit repair business, Bruce is the man that will teach that for you. And don't forget to check out our website at creditsuite.com, because at creditsuite.com, we have a lot of different information available for you on being able to come in and learn about our partner program. Okay, so you're actually able to come in and learn a little bit more about our partner program. And this is all designed to help you offer business credit and financing as a service. So there's 2 good resources for you. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm really glad that you all joined us today. Now you know the 8 steps to actually get a lead magnet that will take you from clicks to customers. And if we can help you along the way, reach out to us.